Hey, welcome today. My name's Josh, and today I'm going to show you this beautiful piece of kit here. This is a 305mm compound miter saw from Lumberjack. So let's get into the specs of the machine, because I know that's what everybody's worried about. Okay, so this thing here, it has obviously 305mm blade, which is about a 12-inch blade. Comes with a 30mm bore, so it's a common size, so you're not going to have any issues. Shouldn't have any issues finding good quality blades. However, the one that Lumberjack sent with it, this is a 60-tooth blade, branded Lumberjack. I have cut through everything from 6x3, 6x4, 4x4s, hardwoods, softwoods, and plywood, and I've not had any issues with it. I also bought the 100-tooth blade, which is still there, and I still haven't even taken it out of the box yet because I haven't needed to. We have an adjustable fence. We have a beautifully machined aluminium face here. We have, obviously, I'm going to say this a lot, right? But this is something that I'm really pleased with, that I think is great. So we can tighten and loosen off the lever here. Listen. Now we have a semi-positive stop. And what I mean by semi-positive stop is it's not like a ratchet where it comes across and then slides in, and then you have to pull it out and slide it across. It's sort of like a ball bearing, so it slots in like this. Now, the beauty of that is that as the machine gets older, and I've used Mitre, DeWalt, I've used some expensive saws. As the machines get a little bit older, the positive stops start to go. Now, a lot of the times they're adjustable, but when it's on the 0 or the 45, it can become an absolute pain to be able to do that. Well, because of the type of positive stop that we have with this tool, it's not an issue. So like, it will slide in, then what we can do is we can set it to where we need to, tighten it up, and it's not going to move anywhere. Really nice bit of kit. What we'll do is I will pull that back, there we go, reset it back to 0. Obviously, I've set the machine up because I use it all day, every day. So I know when I bring it back here, pop it on 0, we're going to be golden. Because we have the 305mm blade on there, that means that I can fit a 100mm piece of timber, yeah, a 4-inch bit of timber in there. Like I said, I've cut 6x3s, 4x4s, hardwood, softwood, plywood, everything. And this thing has zipped through it, no problem at all. Now on a 45, it'll go through 55mm, so over 2 inches of material. Genuinely, when I looked at purchasing this saw, there were so many on the market and so few that really hit the points that I needed. This thing is perfect. I tell you what, if you're a landscaper and you're chopping through a lot of 4x4 fence posts, this is the thing that you need to be looking at. Something else that I think that you'll really enjoy is the dual laser. Now what this means is we have a laser on one side and on the other side of the cut, and the blade runs in between that. Perfect if you're doing a bit of landscaping or you're building a shed and you're like, right, pull the tape measure out, mark it, you can pop it in there, done. Speed and accuracy is everything when you're working, and this tool's got it. Something worth remembering with this is it's fairly lightweight for a miter saw. It weighs about 23 kilos, which means you can put it in the back of your van, you can put it in the back of your car, take it down to the garden, you know, do whatever you need to do with it. But, and again, something I really like about this machine is that the rails are forward. Now, what that means is that this takes up the same footprint as my old 8-inch saw. Can you believe that? We've gone from 8-inch to 12-inch, so we can cut 2-inch up to 4-inch material, and we still have the same footprint. And we've got attachments here and here so that I can put it onto my miter saw. When I need to take it to a job site, we're laughing. So then what does it come with in the box? Let's have a look, right? So, we'll pop the bit of wood on here. Obviously, it comes with your usual sorts of clamps, so we can pop this in here, tighten it down, and it stops the wood from moving around. There is another type of clamp, and I really like this. Have I said I really like this? Because what this has, it has a quick release, right? So we can lift it up, move it in and out. None of this like constant winding. However, we can just put it up, put that down. That board's not going anywhere. Perfect, right? This is especially good when you're working with longer lengths of material. Stops anything moving around, because obviously we don't want that. We want to be nice and safe. It works really well with a mitre fence, or folding mitre station, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll pop this up. All I needed to do was... Comes with a dust bag, which is great. I have mine hooked up through my vacuum, so it comes around, fits onto the hose attachment just back here. We have the usual bits and pieces. I'll pop a little video up where we can set and stop it from moving backwards and forwards. I can bring this out and pull this out and pop that in to stop the machine coming back up. Something I found especially useful when building gates is there's a trenching function over the back. What that enables me to do is to be able to cut half flaps or to cut housing joints for material. Perfect when you're working on gates. Another feature I really like with this saw is how you hold the blade steady whilst you're undoing or tightening up the nut. There is a little button just here. What you do is you push that in, and then that stops that blade from moving around. So saves your hands, saves your fingers. Don't worry, I've turned it off at the wall. There's no laser, see? Also has positive stops for your vertical angles. So what you're going to do is back round the back here, there's another little red knob. What you do is you put it out, and you'll see, so that's 15 degrees. Now, a little trick that you're going to need is if you just take the tension off of that bolt a little bit, and you just push this forward, it's going to come undone, and it's going to go down to 30, and it's going to go down to 45, and we can go all the way over to 45, again, 30, 15, and 0. And then what you can do is you can tighten this back up around the back here to make sure that you get no movement at all, and it's nice and sturdy and stiff when you cut in. Okay, so you might be wondering, is this saw for me? And I would give you a resounding yes, to be honest with you. I have looked and looked and looked for saws, and like I said, if it's going to be in the workshop, we are a working workshop. This is not some sort of YouTube studio where you walk around, everything's spotless. I have tried to tidy up and there's still dust and muck around in here. Everything in this shop has to work and it has to be worth its money, otherwise I do not want it in here. And this piece of kit has genuinely blown my mind for what can be expected for the amount of money that you're spending out. This isn't a £1,000 DeWalt. This isn't a £600 Makita. This is a just shy of £300 Mitre Saw, and it just hits every single box I need it to. Yes, it's rigid. Yes, it's sturdy. Yes, we have positive stops, but not too positive. So once the machine starts to move and bed in, you can't move it around. We have the 2000 watt motor. It's got a 12-inch blade. I can cut through 4 inches of material. You're running a landscaping business, right? And you need something that's going to chop through all those 4x4 posts. This is the thing that you need. You're running a small joinery business. You're just starting out in the joinery business, and you're looking for a saw that's not going to break the budget, but you're going to be able to cut 4-inch material with it. This is the thing that you need to go pick up. You want a 300mm 12-inch Mitre Saw, but you don't have the additional space for it in your workshop on your mitre bench. Again, this thing is going to fit for you because of the way that the rails are set up. I really like the fact that the positive stops are pretty much where they need to be. Now, say for example, I'm making a picture frame, or I'm doing some picture framing on a deck, that sort of thing, then of course, I'm going to put it to the positive stop, then I'm going to check it with my angle finder. But for 90% of the work I do, positive stops, bang, done, perfect. Ultimately, if you came to me and said, hey, would you recommend one of these tools? Hands down, it would be a yes. Would I buy another one? Absolutely. For the price and for the quality of the machining, I don't think you're going to beat it. So I hope that's cleared up any questions that you had. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please don't hesitate to drop a like. Hit the subscribe button to the Lumberjack channel. And please, if you have 2 minutes, head on over to the Natural Workshop and check out all the other reviews and bits and pieces and builds that I do. All right, thank you very much for watching. You have a great day, and I shall catch you on the next video.